Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to show you how to make these cute sunflowers. If you attended my new catalog open house / BOGO sale, you were sent home with one of these as a special gift from me. And so I promised directions, so I'm going to follow through and show you how to make them. So let's go ahead and get started. So what you'll need to make this project is the largest Floral Frames Framelit to make the flower out of crushed curry cardstock. I believe you need about a 4.5 by 4.5 inch square. And then you'll also need the 3-inch circle from the Circles collection framelits. And I know both of these are discontinued, but hopefully many of you held on to those. That is to make your early espresso center. So you'll do that. And I know you know how to use your big shot, so I'm not going to show you. I did emboss the center with my large polka dot embossing folder. So I set those things aside. Oh, and to make my leaves, I didn't include those on the ones I sent home because I had them in a cute vase and the leaves kept getting tangled on each other. So those are just punched with this largest petal from the Festive Flower Punch, and then I ran them through the embossing folder with the wood grain just to give them some texture. And they're attached to the back of my little box with the a glue dot. So, and you need a Laffy Taffy because that is what goes in the stem as the special treat. And so I'm going to show you how to make the box. Cardstock. You're going to need your Simply Scored tool, and you're going to you have a 2.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock. This is garden green that I'm using. You can use whatever green you want. I'm going to score at one end at 1/2 inch, and as long as you can remember 1/2 inch, that's all you really need to remember. And I'm going to score every 1/2 inch until I get all the way across. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to snip off the last little square that is made by the intersecting score lines at the bottom, and I'm going to snip up each one of the short ones up to that intersection. These are for the bottom of your box. I'm going to go ahead and fold on all the score lines before I adhere together. And by doing that very last one, it seems to be just a little bit shorter, it's a little bit easier. I'm going to put a little bit of fast fuse on my last little flap of my bottom, and then about every 1/2 inch. And I like to use the fast fuse because it sticks fast, but it also sticks fast. It is not going to let go for you. And then by folding in, just so it meets up with that last score line there, you then just can fold that last flap down over the one you put adhesive on. Make sure you burnish it well by pressing, because that's what makes your ends fuse together. And then I'm going to close the second to last. I'm going to close the one that has the fast fuse on it and just burnish that well. And there I have my little box for my Laffy Taffy. And some Laffy Taffies are longer than others, it doesn't matter. And then I added 2 dimensionals here, and that's how I stuck my flower on. And I just got 2 dimensionals behind the back of the center of my flower. And that's it. So the box is the hardest part, and that goes pretty fast. You saw how smoothly that was. Thanks again for stopping by. I hope you'll give these little favors a try.